Namaskaram. So we are in day 3 of the 100-day sadhana. I hope it's going well for you so far and you are able to continue with whatever you have committed. So I just thought that today we could speak about how doing something consistently, irrespective of whatever situations you're going through, can make a huge difference in terms of everything, the way you handle everything in life. So for me personally, one of the most difficult things to do was to do something consistently. So this is way back in 2008 when I was working, and just after I finished my graduation, I was working in a software firm. And for me, one of the most difficult things was to continuously keep up something. For example, I started jogging, but then after a few weeks, some break happened and then it stopped. Or I started gymming, and it's happened for a few weeks again, and then some urgent work came up and it stopped. So like this it was going on, and I knew the benefits of exercise and working on myself, but it never happened consistently for a long period of time. So this was one of the biggest issues for me, and it didn't change until I did this inner engineering program in 2008. And that was the first time in my life when I happened to do something without a break, even for a single day, for 6 months. Because yeah, when I did the program, they said that now whatever happens for the next 40 days, you keep up this practice twice a day, and after that at least once a day for 6 months. So this was something which was very daunting for me, that how could I keep up something, because I never been able to do so. But then I said, okay, let me give this a try, because the way they communicated this, and I just felt that I should try this out. So that was a period when I irrespective of my office schedule, I remember that there were a few days when I came so late from office, and in between, when I was generally, it used to be snack time. I used to go to the cafeteria and have some snacks, but then I remember that I have to do my practice in the evening, so I couldn't even have that. So it required a lot of change in terms of how I was to even keep up with that commitment. And when those days when it became very late in office, go back home and then do your practice and then eat, it felt like just giving up, thinking that okay, I'll just leave it today, I'm too tired, and just let me just have my food, and maybe I'll do the practice tomorrow. But then something within me reminded me that no, I have to keep up this commitment and do this. So this was the first time in my life that I was able to keep up this commitment, and what I felt is just keeping up this commitment itself transformed me in a huge way. And that commitment rubbed off in all areas of my life, because I saw that it's not something just about practice. This is a certain quality, about how one is committed towards something. You will see, if you are uncommitted, you will generally tend to be uncommitted towards many other things as well, and vice versa. So this is something more of a quality which I saw, that which I had to kind of develop within myself, to change within myself. So use this as an opportunity, because the moment I saw that this change within me and I was able to keep something, then after that I started taking up so many other things and started doing that with commitment. I started jogging, and I was in such a state that if I ran for about half a kilometer, I used to feel tired. But then I said, okay, consistently I'll jog every day, and then within 1.5 2 months, I completed 10 kilometers. So it all happened because of consistent small steps. Every day I started jogging, started with half a kilometer, then 1 kilometer, then two. Like this, I slowly started increasing, taking small steps every day. So that's the power of doing something on a regular basis, doing something consistently, however small it is. If you just keep this up, one thing what will happen is it will help you, overcome the highs and lows. Because generally, what will happen is if you are high, if things are going well, then you will tend to stick to something. But the moment something goes down, that is when you get easily carried away, and you may think that you may just deviate from whatever you are doing. So if you have to maintain a certain equanimity, even when you are going through lows, or when outside situations are something which are not conducive the way you want it to be, then it needs a certain amount of balance. So when you go through this, where doing something simple every day without a break, you will see that there'll be days when you'll feel like giving it up. You will feel like that there is no way, I don't want to do this. You'll definitely come across days like that, and some days you'll feel that it happened effortlessly. So you will come across both these highs and lows, and the important thing is, if you just tide over this, then you will see that this just not just helps you in establishing that particular thing which you're doing, but generally the way you approach life, you will see suddenly you will be much more balanced, you will be more stable, and the way you approach things around you will also be different. So this in the next 100 days, so we have another 97 days left. So this is an opportunity for you to do something like this. If you have been struggling with consistency or doing something, maybe it's your yoga practice, maybe it's your jogging, or maybe something else which you wanted to do but you are struggling with consistency, then see if you can use this time, this journey, to establish that. So that's why we thought that we'll help meditators by starting this initiative. Even if you have even if you haven't joined yet, but you still want to make use of the remaining number of days to establish something, that's perfectly fine. You can still do that. We have created a WhatsApp group, we have created a Facebook group for people who would like to do something consistently. And if you can just keep this up without any single day's break, every day you just see that whether you like it or you don't like it, you still complete it. Then after some time you will see that how you were just getting carried away by what was happening in your mind, your thoughts, your emotions. Now you can see there is a certain distance. You may still get the thought that I want to skip it, but then you'll know that no, I don't want to get I want to keep a distance from that. I know that my mind is doing this, but I am just going to still do the practice. So you will see there will be a certain distance between you and your thought process, between you and your mind, if you can just keep this up. So please make use of this opportunity. If you can just bring this quality into you, that if you can keep up something consistently, whatever you take up, it doesn't matter how small it is, if you just take that up and you establish that consistently, suddenly you'll see the way you experience life, the way your balance is, everything can change. So I hope you make use of this time, the next 97 days left, to establish this, so that we not just so that with our efforts we can even play a part in saving soil. At the same time, we can use this opportunity to grow within ourselves, to break our limitations, and to do something which we are not able to do from a long period of time. So hope this happens for all of you. Namaskaram.